What's up, Juventini? We're here. Juve Genoa kicking off very, very soon. Tudor's debut as manager of Juventus. And it feels like it's been forever since Juve have played. A lot has happened. Obviously, coming back from the international break, we need to chase that top four. Yes, loving the intro. The intro just gets me absolutely pumped up, Mitch. And Mitch left his friends at the pub to watch Juve. Better win tonight. Absolutely better win tonight, all right. And we've got McKenny talking about Tudor and instantly giving them good vibes. And he feels that everybody's going to reward him with the right energy, drive, attitude, hopefully. Because if this, this shakeup doesn't pick them up and at least show them, that the team's willing to act on what was going on. Now they need to react and be positive about it. Then absolutely nothing will. So that said, I do believe we'll put forth a very strong effort, and I do believe we will come out with a victory. But before we get to predictions, anything like that, big what's up to everybody dropping in here. Smash that like button as you come in here. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. This is your one-stop shop for everything Juventus. Ciao, Forza Juve. Ciao, Suarez, Mitch, Brandon. Ciao tutti. Ciao, Berto, Forza Juve. Ciao to Tony Rose Beef. Now, speaking of the kit, this is the last one I rocked the last time we won. So, I had to put it on. Alex Juve was on me saying, look, man, you got to go back to the pink kit. So, the pink kit, it is. Hopefully, it brings us good luck. Jerry Nasty in here. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. Mitch saying, still in the car, so it depends on me. All right, well, I've got the call for all of you, and I'm happy that you're all joining along here. Let's get to the starting lineup, all right? Let's get the business out of the way. So we saw what was projected, and this isn't very far off. You could see Di Gregorio in goal. You're going to have Gatti, Vega, and Kelly as your three center backs. Nico Gonzalez is going to play as a wing back, an outside midfielder. Locatelli, Thuram, your pivots. McKenny as that other outside midfielder slash wing back. Cope Miners and Yildiz behind Dusan Vlahovic. All right, so this lineup, this projection that is very close to what we see. The only difference is Kalulu doesn't get in there. For me, it's easy to have Kalulu involved over Lloyd Kelly. I want Renato Vega in the heart of the three-man backline. Gatti on one side, Kalulu on the other. Kalulu not being in there from the start, I don't know, and the fact that Nico Gonzalez is going to be out there, the fact Cope Miners is out there, it all tells me that maybe Juve looking for some answers and not wasting any time. Want to see how much was actually down to Thiago Motta and how much is down to these players. This lineup reeks and screams no more excuses. So hopefully these guys get in there and reward Tudor and the club for showing the faith and getting in there, all right? Now, Tuna saying it's sketchy. I could see that, all right? But one way or another, hey, they got to take care of business no matter who's out there. And even off the bench, we have question marks like when Chico Conceição comes in, where he will be utilized. We're expecting one of the three forwards, taking off Co-Miners, Yildiz, and assisting in that sense. I would not expect him to be the change up to Nico Gonzalez as a wing back. I definitely wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even do it with Nico Gonzalez. So let's see how this plays out, everybody. And grazie Pino. All right, Yamo, Forza Juve, hit the likes button. Absolutely. Let's follow Pino Bianconero's lead. Thank you, brother. Now we get to our opponents. All right, so their lineup pretty much exactly what was expected that we went over in the pregame show. All right, Leali in goal, Sabelli, Coni De Winter, Vasquez, Maturo will be your four-man backline. You're gonna have Frendrup, one of Juve's targets apparently for the summer, a potential midfielder we could go after. And Onana, those are your two pivots, Onana, Frendrup. Then your three just behind their striker, Pinamonte, are going to be Zanoli on the left, Miretti in the 10, and Massini out on the right. Okay, so it was expected to see Malinovsky in the lineup. We all remember what went down with Malinovsky and Yildiz last season. So yeah, time to smack them up. Malinovsky will probably find his way in at some point in this game, all right? But we have to change the preliminary day that went to Malinovsky. if it isn't going to be him, well, who do we give it to now? I'm going to put it on... You know what? I expect a good positive attitude, and I expect Juve to come out with the right approach. I expect us to get chances. Let's kill this whole, no matter who the goalkeeper is, they come out and look like Superman. So, Leali in goal, boom. The day is now shifted from Malinowski to you. All right, so there we have it, everybody. But I'm looking at the feed. We're looking at the players getting ready in the locker room. We're less than 10 minutes away from kickoff. We're about 7 minutes from this game kicking off. You're looking at Perin walking around the dressing room. He looks pretty calm, cool, and collected. We're looking at Genoa getting ready. It looks like they're going to wear some blue and yellows. And Juve should be in the standard home kit. For predictions, hey, we had pretty positive this morning. Pretty positive predictions. My prediction, 3-1. Juve, Vlahovic, and Yildiz get on the score sheet. Everybody, drop your predictions right now in the chat. I want to hear your predictions. What is Juve going to do? All right, hit me up. Tony Roast Beef coming in saying, we gave Mota shit for playing Cope Miners at right wing. Granted, it's a different system, but that's the same space more or less. It is the same thing, more or less. And I did say today on the pregame show, if you're going to use Cope Miners, drop him back to be one of those pivot players. But, hey, let's see. I guess it depends how much work those outsides do. Because if Nico Gonzalez on that side, it's projected McKennie will be on the left. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's switch and Nico works the left and McKennie the right. It could go either way. But depending on how much work we get out of those outsides would dictate if it's different. If it keeps Cope Miners more central and closer to that striker, then it is night and day. But if he's drifting all the time out there, it's going to be the exact same thing. So let's see. But the predictions starting to come in. Our gaming. Oh, my brother from South Africa there. Great having you on for the lives, my friend. 4-1 win. Cope Miners with a goal. Dragomir coming in 5-0. Ooh. Would love it. Mitch believes the same scoreline as me. 3-1 victory coming today for Juventus. Pino 4-0. Dusan brace. Yildiz and a Gatti header off the corner. Set piece goal would be very much welcome today, everybody. We went over the stats this morning on the pregame show. From 18 set-piece goals 2 years ago to 16 last year to currently at 3 total this season. Second to last. Only Monza have less set-piece goals than Juve with 2. We need to get better. I've talked a lot over the course of this season about Juve just being too cute in general. Enough of the cute shit. Time to get ugly. Time to get gritty. Time to get tough. Set-piece goals is a big indication of that. So, let's go. Forza Juve saying 3-0 and the players fight for the badge for a full 90 minutes. Cope Miners and Dusan scores. The third goal is from a set-piece. Oh my goodness. That would be perfect. A perfect match. 3 goals, a clean sheet, a goal for Cope Miners, a goal for Dusan, who we will need help from all hands on deck throughout the remaining of the games of the season to reach our top 4, okay? It's going to be all hands on deck. So that would be perfect, and especially adding one from a set piece. Apex is hoping for a 2-0 victory and Dusan on the double. Fede tuning in, keeping tabs on the old lady. 3-0 Cope Miners brace and Dusan header off a corner. So a lot of set piece goals being called here. Tudor toughening them up. And we look at Patrick Vieira, of course, coach of Genoa, former Juventus player. Vieira. I always hated Vieira for France. Because obviously, back when I was young, Italy-France rivalry was strong, and we lost in some major tournaments to France, and they had one hell of a squad, and Vieira was just the guy you hated when your team faced, because he was just a nightmare on the pitch. Very, very tough physically dominating midfielder. And now we look at Juve as they come out of the tunnel here. We're getting ready. Starters and reserves all coming out. Vlahovic looking intense. We'll see if he responds to Tudor's faith in him. Locatelli coming out. Malinovsky, that mutt, walking by again to the bench. And there's the man himself, Igor Tudor. Igor Tudor receives the backing from everybody. Ex-teammates, friends, Di Livio, Tacchinardi, all hands on deck. Edgar Davids, Lilian Thuram, all of them saying whatever we can do to help you, we will. And who knows what the future holds. But for now, it's game one. It's Juve. It's Genoa. Let's see what the boys bring up under Tudor's tutelage. And they're walking out of the tunnel. We're getting ready, everybody. We see the young children walking out with the players and the official with the keep racism out tees on. And yeah, it's sad that we've reached 2025 and we still have so many incidents across not even just Serie A, but just football in general. It's just ugly. You know my stance on it with Serie A. They need to really step things up. Their handling, I think, has been a joke for quite some time. You can't shine a light on it only when a big club's involved. It has to be strict, strong, and level across the board. Ciao, ciao, everybody. And yes, RG with Berto. Always good tuning in. Good luck to Tudor. It's yours for the taking. Love that. Love that. Ciao, Alex P. What's up, brother? Long time no see. Just from the morning show a couple hours ago. Great having you in here. And Fede is saying, you know it, Berto. Always keep tabs on my lovely Juve. There you go. There you go. Let's get ready. Handshakes are over. Again, for those of you maybe just popping in, starting lineup as the graphics hit the screen here. There you go. Di Gregorio in goal. It looks like Vega's going to be at the heart of the three-man backline as the projection, with Gatti and Lloyd Kelly to the sides. Across the middle, it's going to be Nico Gonzalez, Locatelli, Thuram, McKennie, and Cope Miners and Yildiz behind Dusan Vlahovic. All right. Key things to look at in Tudor's game: very, very aggressive, defensively organized, solid, but very aggressive in terms of the press further up the pitch, all right? And that's what he wants to do. He wants to gain the ball, win turnovers high up the pitch in order to translate that into opportunities for his attack. Let's see just how aggressive Juve comes out in this one. Genoa with the blue and yellow, not even looking like Genoa, look like Hellas Verona or Chievo, okay? But it's Genoa. Locatelli and Fredrup take the coin toss, get the handshakes, exchange the pennants, and now we're ready to rock. Your referee for this one, Rapuano. We'll see the VAR booth, I'm sure. Hopefully these guys have nothing to do. You know where I stand on VAR. I think it's caused more damage than good. But let's get the job done, everybody. Forza Juve. Let's go. Mose, today we will see Juve. Let's go. Leali for Genoa. He gets the preliminary. Look at their backline. Coni De Winter, familiar. Miretti, Pinamonte, Zanoli. They're listing it as a 4-3-3 today under Vieira. Was listed as a 4-2-3-1. Let's see. Frendrup, Massini, Onana could make up the three-man midfield. I personally expect more of a 4-2-3-1 because it will allow them to flood that midfield. Let's see. We're here at kickoff, everybody. Again, get the likes up. Take a second, hit that like button, please. And subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We're waiting for kickoff. The fans are whistling before the ref does. He's waiting. And there we go. We got kickoff, everybody. Forza Juve. Genoa in possession first at the back. Vlahovic applying pressure. They get the ball forward. It's Miretti's nice little slip pass forward. Now worked out to the left. Frendrup back inside to Miretti. But we've got an offside call immediately. Shutting it all down. As we look at Igor Tudor here. Already barking orders immediately. Nico Gonzalez trying to work off the left there. The ball is stripped. You got a little bit of a battle in there with Kenan Yildiz, but Locatelli comes away with it. To the back for Kelly. Now to Vega, who is in the heart of the defense. Gatti to the outside right. Up ahead for Nico Gonzalez. He's going to scan and go back to Vega. Vega keeps it to the right here with Locatelli, who's dropped back. Locatelli now up forward. Yildiz, little touch. Trying to get away with it. Locatelli steps into one here, but it's blocked. It's now settled. And Genoa with it at the back. Coni de Winter. Back to Leali. And Genoa's just going to breathe a bit and retain that possession. Cope Miners and Vlahovic has split to both sides of Leali. He's going to split them and get the ball forward. And now they launch this one up the right flank. McKennie has come back and easily shielded his man in the end. Lloyd Kelly, easy header back to Di Gregorio. Now he rolls it out for Vega. Swiped over to the right for Gatti. Up ahead for Nico Gonzalez. Is he going to take his man on? He cuts inside. Now a nice ball forward for Vlahovic running onto it. He gets it deep in the territory there for Genoa. Played outside to Cope Miners. Cope Miners feints. Moving it back to Locatelli. His pass cut off. It actually hit Gatti. We retain possession, move it to the back. Look how high. You want to talk about aggression. Look how high the center backs were. Everybody closed down on Genoa's area. And now in possession, we've moved it back. Locatelli, quick pass ahead. Yildiz couldn't trap it. Holy smokes, we had the center backs like 25 yards out from goal. Everybody closing things down. That is intense aggression. Nothing coming from it in the end. I would have liked to at least seen a cross thrown in there to the mixer. Make them work early. Genoa to the back for Leali. They try to advance this one quickly, but Kefren Turam chews that one up. Over to Lloyd Kelly, into Yildiz. Settles it. Over to McKennie. McKennie inside for Turam. He's got a little space ahead. He likes to get his legs going. Over to Yildiz. Yildiz now. Back for Locatelli. Back to Yildiz. Now slotted forward for Cope Miners. Here's a cross. That's a good one. Oh, Vlahovic tried to latch on to that one. That's a good low hard cross in there from Cope Miners. I like it. Vlahovic maybe just a split second long on the delay there. The delayed run-in. But not bad. Not bad. We got a corner kick coming up here. As we look at Patrick Vieira there. Both coaches tied to Juve's past. Here we go. Locatelli puts it on the carpet out there for Cope Miners. Feints a shot and then actually tries to lob one in there for Nico Gonzalez. It's cut off, but Juve retains possession. Lloyd Kelly and Locatelli with an exchange. Now Locatelli carrying it deeper into Genoa's territory to McKennie. McKennie back out to Lloyd Kelly. To Locatelli. Up the line here. Little touch in from Yildiz to Lloyd Kelly. Into McKennie. Does very well. Trying to retain possession there. It's cut off. He just couldn't win it, but we easily recover through Vega. The crowd showing its appreciation with some applause for the pressure from Juve to win that ball back immediately. I said I expected Juve to control this game, and they've started off exactly like that. It's just going to be how much can we create. Oh, nice work from McKennie there. Getting it forward. Here's Vlahovic taking his man on. Tries to slide it forward. Cope Miners gets to it. Good work there from him. Outside now for Yildiz. Now up ahead for Kelly. Settles it for Cope Miners. To McKennie. Swing it in. There's a cross. Oh, that's a good one. Back post, but nobody making that run. Had Gatti in the mixer as well, but nobody at that back post. Nice to see Ferrero's actually awake during this one to start. He might fall asleep during it, but at least he's awake now. We saw John Elkin there as well. Juve, of course, getting €15 million bond in there to cover expenses in terms of Motta's release, which may go away if he does in fact accept a job next season. It's being rumored he could become Atalanta's coach if Gasperini leaves. And then, of course, that bond could also turn into €100 million should we not reach top 4, but let's not think about that or talk about that. We're getting there. Genoa with it around the back, trying to swing it out. They do to the outside left here. Slotted forward, but Gatti chews that one up easily. Miretti applying some pressure. Gatti moves it forward. Good shielding there from Vlahovic. Nico Gonzalez wants to take the throw. Calls Gatti off of it. Feints moving forward, goes to the back for Gatti. Gatti back up for Nico Gonzalez. Good carry there. He's got wheels and a little bit of space. Good run from Nico. Oh, slots it over for Duchat. Oh my God, what a block on the header on the goal line. You've got to be kidding me, McKennie. We end up getting called on offside. Oh my goodness, man. Gets called offside in the end. That was a great run from Nico. Vlahovic was offside. He did settle that. Put a great ball across. My God, the fact that that didn't go in, even if it was offside. Jeez. I'm happy it got offside because that's absurd. Sabelli ends up being there blocking that. My God. But Nico Gonzalez, that'll be something to watch out for, you know, as opposed to being a winger. Starting from deeper back helps some players, and you get more of the pitch to look at and easier to operate. It'll be interesting to see, you know. I wasn't buying into the whole Nico as a wingback thing, but you just never know. Let's see. I mean, there's certain things about his game that make sense. He's quick. He does good defensive work, right? So you never know. You never know. I could be wrong on that one. Headed out there by Gatti. In control by Genoa. Vasquez. Over to Sabelli. Now move forward. Little flick on. Trying to find Pinamonti. Thuram comes in there. Breaks this one up. Flip forward. Gonzalez trying to shield. He does. He comes away with it here. Trying to look forward if he can hit Yildiz there, but he couldn't. All the lanes were closed. So he swings it back. Locatelli now to Cope Miners. Back for Gatti. Inside to Thuram. Oh, tried to slot it out for Gatti. Gatti wasn't on his toes there. Goes out for Genoa throw as they were applying good pressure. Here's Miretti. Little shove from Gatti. Sends him flying. Gatti telling him the same thing Skang always does. Have a couple panini, bro. Good start so far from Swari. Likes what he's seeing. Shatterstar saying you definitely see that high press so far. Yeah. Decent signs here. This is going to be a free kick out from the left flank. It's going to be sent in by Fabio Miretti. Juve lined up just inside the 18. Here it is. It's an in-swinger. It's a good one, but easily. Oh, punched out by Di Gregorio. Volley back to goal. Just catch it, bro. What is it with Italian keepers punching the ball out when it's an easy catch? Just catch the thing. Just catch the damn ball. Madonna mia. All right. Back in possession here. Locatelli sprays it out to the right for Gatti. Up ahead for Nico Gonzalez. He's shown them what he could do cutting inside. Now they're trying to take that avenue away. Cole Miners worked in with Nico. Over to Yildiz. It's very tight there. Yildiz does well to swing it out to Vega. Vega thinking about route one, but way too sharp on the long through ball. Goes right to Leali. Thinking about a corner ping ball there, but too direct in the end. Straight to the keeper. Vasquez on it. Sends it back. This is Friendrup, Genoa's captain in the midfield. Sends it out to the outside right. Back inside to Friendrup. Over to Vasquez along that left flank. He's pushed back by Cope Miners. Back to Friendrup. Carries to the halfway line. Scans. Not liking what he sees. Does send it forward, but only to go back again to Coney de Winter. He's got Onana right next to him. Plays it to him. To Vasquez. Not a lot of pressure. Here's a little bit from Cope Miners on Vasquez, but not a lot from Juve. Just keeping their shape. Keeping Genoa to the outside for the most part. As Genoa does scan, tries to see if there is anything opening up there, but they're only having spaces around the outside. Here's Miretti. Little pass into Onana again. Back to Vasquez. Into Miretti again. And Gatti just follows him all the way up the pitch, applying that pressure. Vasquez pushed back. All the way back to Genoa's keeper, Leali here. Cope Miners and Vlahovic have split to the left and right. Thuram now stepping forward for Miretti. He plays it over and back to Miretti again, who is right at the top of his 18 to collect the ball. Now to Vasquez. Nowhere to go, so goes back to the keeper again. Again, Vlahovic and Cope Miners split Leali to right and left. It really just lies on what he sees ahead of him. Vlahovic closes down now. He goes route one, and that one's headed down by Nico Gonzalez. Up ahead for Cope Miners. Cope Miners tried to send it in for Vlahovic. Locatelli and Thuram slide in there to protect the ball. Locatelli up ahead for Yildiz. Nobody making moves. Guys, come on. The second you get the ball, make that attack. Yildiz with a one-touch back. Now Luca steps forward. Back to Yildiz. Is he going to take the two players on? Oh, in on the carpet. Gets it through, but Vlahovic dummies it. And now they're going route one. Pinamonti working against Vega. Oh, he gets the better of him. He's got a little bit of room, but Gatti comes in. No foul there. They're actually calling the foul on Pinamonti. As Gatti had stepped in there. That one looked like a stinger. Gatti's feeling it. Man, close call there. So that last sequence where we were at the top of the 18 here, guys are way too indecisive there. You've got Locatelli, Thuram, Yildiz. Like, you get the ball, make your decision immediately and do it. You're either having a shot or you're going to take the man on, whatnot. It's way too indecisive still. We look back at that punch from Di Gregorio that immediately gets sent back on goal from Morten Friendrup. Di Gregorio sharp to it, but again, no idea why he's punching that out. Gattoni's got a serious stinger here. They got the magic spray out. Hopefully that does it. Tudor's taking the time here while Yildiz, Vlahovic, and Gonzalez get a water break here. He's given more direction. Oh, man, totally. Isaac coming in here. The kits throw him off. Looks like we're playing Boca. Yeah, Boca's a good shout. I said it. Doesn't feel like Genoa, man. Feels like Chievo or Hellas Verona. Gatti's up. Walking it off to the sideline there. Looks to be in a lot of pain. Should be able to get back in there, I would expect. Tudor giving him the fist bump for the work to get back and help. Yildiz trying a little flick on, but the ball sent deep there, goes over his head. It's going to be a throw-in. to Genoa. You look at Kalulu. Kalulu's getting ready just in case Gatti can't get back in here. We have 14 minutes, 52 seconds. It's 0-0. Not a whole lot in this one so far. Our best chance, a crazy chance, was taken away by offside. We wouldn't have made it anyways. A crazy stoppage from Sabelli. Intervention, at the goal line. Vasquez goes back to Leali. Leali launching this one. And Kelly's going to head this one back down, but it's kept in possession by Genoa. Now move forward, trying to flick it on for Miretti. Vega's going to easily sweep this one back to Di Gregorio. Locatelli's on it, over to Vega. Has Kelly to the outside, plays it to him. It's getting closed down quick by Massini. Massini does get the touch in. Now it's Onana. Onana over to Frendrup. Left-footed shot. Very, very weak and soft in the end. Easily handled by Di Gregorio. But that just starts from slow build-up, especially to the outside there. Very, very slow build-up. And Lloyd Kelly eventually getting stripped. Colt Miners in. Locatelli trying to find Nico Gonzalez. It's cut out. Miretti settles it to Frendrup. Trying to turn here. Good challenge from Locatelli coming in. Cleaning this one up. Nico Gonzalez goes to the back for Di Gregorio. Di Gregorio with a feint. Sends his man packing. Pushing it up forward here. Sabelli comes in to clean it up, but it's actually going to go out. It's going to be a throw. And we look at Gleison Bremer in the stands there today. Gleison Bremer obviously hitting the pitch a couple days ago. Not for full training, but back training on grounds, which is great. You know what I say there? Take your sweet time. Take your sweet time. Gatti to the outside for Nico Gonzalez. Over to Vlahovic. Vlahovic. Challenge there, and it goes out. That was Vasquez setting it out for Juventus throw. Locatelli. Now up for Nico. Up ahead for Colt Miners. Flip forward for Vlahovic. And that's swept back by Vasquez all the way to Leali, who keeps it in. Juve still just having a tough time with fluidity and figuring out methods of attack. Here's Nico Gonzalez pushing Genoa back. Now we got a high press on, and we force a corner kick, so that's good. Got to find a way to get that ball deep and then get that press going. See if we can latch on to this one. Juve wants, you got to get that first goal. Force Genoa to maybe open up a bit more, and then you can get cooking and maybe find a little more fluidity. Let's see what we got here. Colt Miners. Set to take this one. It's going to be an in-swinger. See if we can latch on to this one. Sent in. It's going to the back post, and Leali sweeps it away. Yildiz stops it at the back post. Flips it right back in the mixer. Leali comes in, misses it. Gonzalez tries to head it back in. It's a one-hopper and wide. Goes behind the goal. Good work there. Good effort. Good urgency there. Yildiz didn't mess about. Just put it right back into the mixer. If it had a little more heat, but the ball was bouncing, would have been better. But like I said, the ball was bouncing on his cross attempt, so harder to put that much heat on it. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. After an aerial challenge there, this is going to be a throw into Genoa at the halfway mark. They end up going back. Coney de Winter over to Vasquez. Maturo into Onana. Oh, great challenge from Thuram. Oy, co-miners. Oh my God, Coop, come on, man. Seriously. He sent, that's just way too, and you could carry and carry and carry. Oh my goodness, man. Space rocket. The space rocket from Coop, that's actually just crazy to me. Oof. It's one thing to miss the goal, but Jesus, man, miss the stadium? And went into orbit. Flick on there. Well beyond anybody, easily controlled by Di Gregorio. Gattoni drops back. Vega's right there, and that's who he chooses to roll it out to. Now to the outside for Kelly. Being pressed by Massini. Headed back in. Miretti in a little pocket there. Carries forth. Great challenge from Locatelli at the top of the 18. Swung to the outside cross. This is a powerful one going all the way to the outside. Nico Gonzalez gets beat on the first step. Recovers nicely. And then forces Genoa's player, Maturo, to try and take a stab at crossing that in. And it goes beyond goal. Good recovery there from Nico Gonzalez. Ah, Lilian Thuram. There you see Lilian Thuram in the crowd. Lilian Thuram, man, the style, I tell you. It's like the good old days of WWE watching The Godfather. That's what he looks like to me. It's hilarious. Maybe Lilian Thuram was the Godfather one year for Halloween and just decided that was the look all the time. Lilian. Love Lilian Thuram, man. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. Lilian fresh pimp style. Yeah, he's got the style, man. He's got the style. Or for the Seinfeld lovers, the ass man. Wing of Winter, easy there. Easy there. All right, Juve with possession at the back there. Vega to Gatti to Nico Gonzalez. Just has it off of the man right in front of it. Oh, Montero's there too. What did I tell you, everybody? Tudor's got the full backing of all the old school guys, and they all want to see him succeed. It's no surprise, like, everybody's friggin' out there. Ah, Thuram. Can't trap that one from Di Gregorio. Juve's got to wake up. A little bit flat here. Going flat. Who? Massimo. Who? Cross come in, sent in. Oh my God. It got blocked, fell right to the Genoa player, but great work there to clear out. Vlahovic with some good hold-up play, allows us to breathe, earns the foul, and now Juve can regroup. Come on, you guys. Pick it up. Pick it up. It's gone a little flat here, a little bit stale. A little bit stale. So far, it's 58% possession in favor of Juventus. We've had 2 total attempts, as have Genoa. Like I said, not much in this thing at all so far. We get pushed back. Locatelli puts it right back. Kind of split Vega and Di Gregorio as if we weren't sure. Oh, Di Gregorio trying to launch this one. Partially blocked. Miners has to apply pressure. He does. Gets sent over. Tudor urging the men on. Calling for them to move up the pitch. A little bit more pressure. Stepping forward. Maturo launching this one in. Thuram Sending this one for great chest down from Vlahovic. He almost turned away from Vasquez there. Here's a quick throw in. Sent in. Battling with Vasquez. Yildiz can pounce on it. Running at the defense. Yildiz to the outside. Turns his man inside. Tight. Yes! Yildiz! Yildiz! Let's go! What a finish from Keelan, baby. Let's go! Woo! Keelan! Let's go. There we go. Great work from Vlahovic, has to be said. Takes his man on. Confrontation there. Opens up the battle between Kenan Yildiz and De Winter. Kenan turns him, and my God, what a finish. Guys, that finish is class. Absolute class from that angle. Pops it forward, up top, beyond Leali. Just inside side netting. Yes. Yes. 1-0 for the good guys. And look at Tudor's react. Oh, yeah. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. The first goal under Tudor's tenure goes to Kenan Yildiz. Let's go, baby. Woo! That needs a horn. That needs a horn. All right. Woo! All right. Well, that'll get the heart pumping. That'll get the heart pumping. Kalulu has just entered. Gatti. Complications that apparently he cannot play through, all right? So Kalulu steps in now. We move forward. 26 minutes, 26 seconds. It's 1-0 Juventus. Kenan Yildiz. Has to be said, great work from Vlahovic and great heads-up play by Cope Miners to take that throw-in immediately and get Vlahovic in that 1v1 battle, which then set up the Yildiz 1v1. So let's go, everybody. 1-0. Now keep the energy up. Keep the intensity up. Keep working. Fight for that second. Thuram. Picking this one up in the middle. Good pressure here from Genoa, but he finds Kalulu. Kalulu now forward. Vlahovic trying to make a turn there. Trying to walk a tightrope there. He does actually earn the throw, and Vasquez not happy about it. And Rapuanu doesn't care. Let's go. Giddy up. Kalulu and Nico Gonzalez with... Oh, this is a great ball in. Vlahovic, we'll see if he's onside. Ends up slipping up a bit. Yeah, he was offside. Has to be said, though, he's pushing that line, and we're looking to play that vertically. And he's not offside by much, but he is offside there. But I like that. We don't do that enough, or haven't, at least this year. So the fact that we are looking vertical and giving him that option... No matter if it's Vlahovic, even if it was Kolomuani, even if it was Nico Gonzalez, you have to give these guys opportunities to make something happen, to do some work. It can't always be with the defender on their back. They have to be running at the defense at times. So I like the fact that we're looking to be direct. So a decent mix so far. Lloyd Kelly steps in there on his man. It falls back. They try a long through ball, and that's easily guarded out by Weston McKennie. Throw in deep in our territory. So while we've had a lot of involvement from Nico Gonzalez, we haven't had a lot from Weston McKennie. So not a lot of involvement from him so far in this one. Quick, long throw across the pitch to find Kalulu here. Over to Nico Gonzalez. Cuts in. Feints going long. Actually turns it around. Jeez, tries to send it to Lloyd Kelly. He slipped. But recovers. Inside to Weston McKennie. Into Yildiz. Now to Nico. Out to Kefren Thuram. Trying to move up the pitch. Sent into Yildiz. Closed down. This is too much pressure. Onana trying to break things up. We got to get things free. Oh my God. To the back for Di Gregorio. And Di Gregorio now up. Vlahovic settling it down. Plays it to the outside for McKennie. Sends one through, but too much heat on it. Cole Miners was making the advance run there. I think Vega was up there too. Either him or Lloyd Kelly. It might have been Lloyd Kelly, but yeah. And again, stretching the field out. Keeping them honest. I don't mind it. Don't mind it. You got to take those shots once in a while. You try to play high percentage all the time. You usually get nothing, right? You got to take some low percentage shots here and there. Reminder, everybody, get a like. Get a like in on this video, right? Take a second. Hit that like button. Let's go. Maximum amount of likes will ramp up the maximum amount of goals Juve gets in this game. Kefren Turam coming away from the scrum with the ball. Back to Vega. Over to Nico Gonzalez. Has Kalulu ahead of him. Making that move up the sideline. Takes a step in. Oh, Gonzalez. Nice turn in the area. Oh, too much. Oh, big challenge from Kefren. Gets a yellow on that. Yellow card and foul there. Hard in on Fabio Miretti. Hey, take it easy, boys. We just got him out on loan, hey? Don't kill him. Yeah, you know, I just think that's so harsh. Like, that's a good step in, man, by Kefren. And a yellow? Shit, man, that's harsh. That's harsh. I'm with you, Forza Juve, 1000%. I think that's a very, very harsh yellow. Nonetheless, yellow it is. 1-0 Juventus. 31 minutes, 35 seconds in here. We've got some aerial battles, a cut backing up, and Vlahovic again working against the Inter here. The ball does find its way into Genoa's area, pounced on by Leali. Leali launching this one. Vega heads this one down into Locatelli with a side ninja foot in. Oh, Vlahovic trying to work up. Boy, he comes away with it, but he gets a foul on Vasquez as he's battling there. Man, good hard work. Physical, attack everything. Make them work for every single inch. Man, Vlahovic just about there. And Vasquez feeling this one. He's down right now. They got staff coming out for him. We look at Keenan Yildiz' goal again. A little bit fortunate there as De Winter did get a piece there. And I think Leali ultimately should have done a bit better there. That's a hell of a hit, though, from Yildiz. Luca got so mad at not being called up to the national team, he became a Brazilian. The little side flare ninja kick there. Oh, good battle in here again. Loose ball, 50-50s. Gonzalez comes away with it. He's got wheels. Tracked back by Frendrup. Oh, little touch in there, and he does break it up. Keeps it in play, too. Wants to go back to Leali. He does, and Leali's going to hammer this one. Cope Miners putting the pressure on Locatelli, trying to get involved there with Miretti. And Miretti down again, this time with Locatelli. I mean, there's not much there, but nonetheless, there's definitely no sentiments coming across from the Juve players on Miretti, and I like to see that. I like to see that, I tell you. You either wear the stripes or you don't. It's as simple as that. Let's go. Headed down. Again, another flick on, and then Lloyd Kelly. Choose that one up. Yildiz trying to keep this one in. He does. They actually get a touch in off of him, so it's going to be a Genoa throw. Genoa trying to work a quick 1-2 off of a throw-in. Touch gets away from them, and Yildiz comes in, wins it back. Now to McKennie, up forward for Thuram. Thuram being closed down that byline. Oh, that's a good ball. Just out of the reach of Vlahovic. Vasquez has to come in and intervene. He's actually going to be forced all the way back to Leali as they want to maintain possession. And now Leali launching this one forward. Headed back into the middle. Miretti controls. And Thuram again gets a piece of that, but it falls to Onana, who now finds Frendrup. So Genoa keeps the ball. Maturo and Frendrup with an exchange, but it misses Frendrup. De Winter collects it, gives it back to him. Frendrup moving up the pitch. Maturo. Back to De Winter. Right at the half line, scanning, goes to his left for Frendrup. Now to the outside for Vasquez. Vasquez trying to go forward. There's a big pocket that opened up for Miretti, but Lloyd Kelly reading that one like a book and stepping in and cleaning house. Good read there from Lloyd. So we got a corner kick coming up here for Genoa. We're at 36 minutes, 15 seconds. It's 1-0 Juventus. Miretti's set to take this one. They're going to send the house. Everyone's getting in there. De Winter, Vasquez, Onana, Frendrup, Maturo. Here's the delivery from Miretti. That's a good one. Goes to the back post. Kalulu pounces on it. Heavy touch though. That's cleaned up. Battle on the outside. They end up having it out. It's out off of Kalulu. And that was from Massini. Long throw here, only as far as Kefren Thuram, clear to the top of the 18, back into the corner. Zanoli on here, can't win it from McKennie. Little touch into Kelly, and Kelly, no nonsense, gets rid of that thing. De Winter drops all the way back to collect. Now slotted over for Vasquez. Back to Leali. It's 1-0, 37 minutes, 30 seconds here. Juve in the lead after the goal from Kenan Yildiz. Leali plays it out to the right flank. Flipped ahead forward. McKennie doing battle here. Comes away victorious with the ball. But then his touch kind of loses it. Played forward. Thuram. Pop forward for Cole Miners. That's cut off. And now Genoa back in possession. Knocked about the midfield. Frendrup. Little back heel there from Massini. Inside to Miretti. Slows it up with a touch. Kelly again clears it, but up the middle. Frendrup pounces on it. Tries to take a shot. It hits the official, Rapuano, and he blows the play dead. Vlahovic chasing Vasquez back. He slots it across for De Winter. To the outside. Back to De Winter. Him and Sabelli with an exchange. Back to De Winter. Nowhere to go across the middle of the pitch for Genoa. Forcing them just to the outsides. And then applying good pressure. Great win there from Nico Gonzalez. Cope Miners steps on it. Vlahovic was racing to get up to the last line of defense. Didn't open himself up for a ball that Cope Miners should have sent in there. We end up going all the way back to Di Gregorio. Now he slides it out for Kalulu, who's taken over the right center back position for Gatti, who took a knock. Oh, Locatelli, his pass cut off. Miretti running back at us. Onana. Oh, we got a foul on Thuram though. Stomp down on Kefren's foot. We got Cope Miners top of the 18, cuts inside, and then that's cleaned up by Frendrup. Vasquez now twisting and turning. Played up for Friendrup and good pressure from Nico, but he's going to get called on the foul. Well, you definitely see that influence when the ball is high up the pitch. The press is fully engaged, and everything else has been pretty flat. I mean, defensive shape while they're in position, anything beyond 30 yards out from goal, pretty standard as far as the pressure goes from Juve. Clamping down anything central, pushing them to the outsides, trying to keep everything in front of them. But that's about it. Offensively, it's almost like we're looking for moments. It's not, which is kind of interesting because you're playing like this slow build-up game and build up from the back, but anything that we have created has really come from just either turnovers or quick play and taking some stabs at stretching them out. That's really it. It's been a pretty quiet game as far as opportunities, and there hasn't been a lot of space, not just for Juve, but even for Genoa. It's been very, very tight. Miretti tries a through ball there for Maturo. It's well beyond, easily watched out there by Juve. Goal kick coming. Would love to see a second goal here to wrap up the first half. 41 minutes, 23 seconds. 1-0 Juventus. Off the foot of Kenan Yildiz. Di Gregorio pushing everybody forward and launching this one. Sends it out towards Nico Gonzalez. Gets up for it. Heads it into the middle of the pitch. Kalulu now getting involved with Miretti there. And Gonzalez cleans it up and goes all the way back for Di Gregorio. Lloyd Kelly sliding out to Di Gregorio's left. But Kelly's going to actually go further. Looking Dusan Vlahovic's way. Little flick on. But that's cut off. Cope Miners couldn't get to it. McKennie heads it back into the mixer. Yildiz trying to get the ball away with 3 defenders surrounding him. Locatelli now steps in. He's get called for a foul. It's actually advantage given. But Zanoli cannot keep that one. Tries to head it forward ahead of himself and heads it right out of bounds. Thank you for that. I got you, Mitch. Always got you, buddy. Long throw here again across the pitch for Kalulu. That came in from McKennie, and now Nico sending it, saying deal with this, Kalulu. Puts a lot of steam on that one. If he could have just let him a little bit easier, would have been okay. Nico applying some pressure now on Miretti, pushing him all the way back. Pressure comes in from Yildiz. Inside to Vlahovic. Turns. Oh, that's a good hit. But Leali settles it and no rebound given. That's much better, much better. Like you said, that pressure, whenever they get the opportunity and that ball is in that within that 30 yards from goal there on the opposition, that press ramps up. Inside now for Friendrup from Genoa. Into Miretti. Being watched by Locatelli. Thuram now engaging on Friendrup. To the outside for Sabelli. Inside, little 1-2 with Zanoli. But Locatelli blocks Miretti out. He's going to help him up. No, he's not. He's going to say, get up. Move on. We got a goal kick here set to be taken by Di Gregorio. Again, pushing everybody forward. We're almost at the 45-minute mark. We'll probably get 2 minutes of added time, I would assume. That's going to be my guess. Nico trying to flick this one on. Cope Miners trying to do battle with Vasquez. We can't come away with it. Locatelli now heads it up. Thuram heads it up. Again, Locatelli on it. Yield is trying to carry it away from 3 defenders. Genoa comes away with it. Sabelli pressing forward. Here's a cross that's blocked by Kefren Turam. We're at the 45-minute mark. Again, I expected 2 minutes. And 2 minutes is what's announced. We got 2 minutes of stoppage, everybody. Or added time, excuse me, for the first half. Vasquez on it for Genoa. All the way back to Leali. Decent first half, I gotta say. Decent first half for Juve. I think we're definitely showing some signs of the aggression, but right now I would have to describe it as controlled aggression. It's very much controlled aggression. It's not full throttle by any means. But it's like they're figuring out the throttle, like they know when is the time to really clamp down and ramp up the intensity. Like I said, anything higher up in possession for Genoa, that's to the outsides, that isn't with the keeper, the press comes and it comes quick. In terms of moving the ball up the pitch, our real best moment through any cup of buildup was when Nico Gonzalez decided he was going to run it up off that flank. Outside of that, the slow buildup hasn't really rewarded us with a whole bunch. It's been the transition game or the quick press. But very, very focused first half, I gotta say. Very, very focused first half from Juve. You could tell. There's nothing crazy about what they're doing. It's just, it's very engaged. Like they're engaged. They're tuned in. De Winter to the outside for Vasquez. Got another 10 seconds and then this one's going to be shut down. He doesn't even let it hit the additional 7 seconds or whatever. He just shuts it down. We're at halftime, everybody, okay? Wing of Winter agrees with me. Yes, very focused and good concentration. I would, definitely say it's a controlled aggression there out of the first half. But Tuna, absolutely 100%. Understanding the moment is huge for this Juve team right now. Absolutely. Any improvement is good. Wing of Winter says this is good progress. Mitch says I would say 90% are okay. Yes. Listen, we're going to go through stats. We'll go through kind of what we feel, what we see so far. If you have any Storm the Barn questions, fire away. Okay, it doesn't even have to be a question. Can be a comment, all right? But you've got that half wrapping up at 53% possession in favor of Genoa. Okay? 1 big chance created by Juve. 4 total attempts. We're up 1-0. 4 total attempts created by Genoa as well. But the story is Keenan Yildiz, his goal separates the sides right now. All right? If I'm talking about what I see, the things I like, obviously I like the fact that it's a little bit unpredictable in terms of the defenders pushing at times. Lloyd Kelly got very, very advanced, making some runs, trying to stretch out the defense. I like that we are trying to stretch out the defense and realize that that's how big the field is and sometimes taking those. Obviously, it's not high percentage plays, but you still have to keep your opposition honest, right? So I like that. I like the press. And I like how it's not just sporadic or aimless or whatnot. It's very, very controlled and everybody's involved. I think the ball movement when we're on it is still the one thing that bothers me. And that indecisiveness. And we had a couple sequences there where you're like, move the ball. The second you see it, it's got to be boom. Second nature, like boom, open, bang. We're still overthinking things and a little too hesitant. So again, good progress, but now it's up to the guys. Now it's up to the guys to kind of ramp things up and the execution's got to pick up, okay? But overall, a good first half, very much controlled. When you talk about the second half, well, this has been a story that's followed this team throughout the entire season. Transitioning, adapting, and changes. First half to second half. We have had nothing essentially done all season as far as changes. You can have one change that's like one half that's decent. Second half could be an absolute disaster, or vice versa. Disaster first half, second half much better. Let's see in the second half that we'll face under Tudor if we get some changes that can kind of affect what we do. If we can seal this game, if we can kill this game off, do we ramp up with a little bit more pressure? Does he see a player that he currently has on the bench as being more of a key to unlock this game, to seal it, to kill it off? It's going to be interesting to see the decisions made here in Tudor's second half as Juve's coach. It's going to be very, very interesting to see, everybody, all right? Now, Joe's coming in here. Relieved the last time we won 3-0 was against Genoa. Yeah, and again, I brought it up on the pregame show, but you got to go a long way back, okay? A long way back to the last time Genoa actually beat Juventus in Turin. A long time. Do you guys know the year? You know the year? Let's see if we got any guesses there. $34, everybody. Okay? 34 years. That takes us back to 1991. Yes, Chris, you're right. 1991, everybody. The last time. You know, the music that was at the top of the charts back then? Actually Canadian for Billboard. Hot 100. Bryan Adams. Everything I do it for you. Color Me Bad. I Want to Sex You Up. C&C Music Factory. Gonna Make You Sweat. Everybody Dance Now. Man, EMF Unbelievable. Extreme More Than Words. Boys to Men. Out of the top 10. Holy smokes, that's a long time ago. That's a long time ago. C&C Music Factory, though? Gonna Make You Sweat? Classic. Classic. But that's a long time, everybody. That's a long, long time. All right? My goodness. My goodness. Now, we're going to go through ratings at halftime. This is what the ratings are there. We'll get to more Storm the Barn. 7.1 for Di Gregorio. Yeah, only got called upon a few times. That punch I still think is questionable. Goalies, Italian goalies, and punching the ball out all the time. Like, just catch the damn thing, okay? Gatti, 6.7. Vega, 6.5. Lloyd Kelly, 6.7. They all had their moments with some good cleanup. They've all been okay. They've all also kind of had some turnovers. Lloyd Kelly had a few more than the rest. He's got to be sharper on that aspect. Nico Gonzalez, 7.2. Locatelli, 6.7. Thuram, 6.7. And McKennie, 6.8. McKennie's quietly gone about his business there, more defensively than anything. Hasn't really been engaged in the offensive side, and I'd like to see him more involved in the offensive side. But we have played predominantly on the right, and that's the thing that we have to change. We do have to push for a little bit more balance, right side to left side. We definitely have to do that. That's also going to affect Kenan Yildiz as well. But Kenan Yildiz found his goal from drifting completely off that left side. So we're just kind of going wherever the game takes us. That's good and bad. Cope Miners, 6.8. Yildiz, 7.6. That's a goal scorer. Vlahovic, 6.8. Yeah, I think I'm okay with all of these ratings, to be honest. It's pretty standard. There wasn't a whole bunch in that first half. Everybody starts with a 6. Everybody should go up a bit. I think they all kind of did their jobs. Nico Gonzalez as that wingback, we kind of talked about that. It was a little bit questionable for me to make that call. He finishes that half with 37 touches. He was 15 for 21 on passing, 71%. Long balls, he was 3 for 4. He won 4 out of 7 ground duels. He won 4 out of 4 aerial duels. He did lose the ball 10 times. A decent half with Nico there. Yeah, it was all right. It was all right. But I'm still leaning towards wanting to see Weah in a more aggressive approach out there on the outside. Nico, though, has looked better than I thought he would. But he still needs to just get a little bit quicker on certain decisions. He does a lot of good work, and then that last moment kind of bites him in the ass. But I did like Nico there. I was surprised. Now, Tuna saying, Nico has been the surprise of the half. Agree with the others that Coop is just a lot of the same mediocre play. Loving the press. Need that second goal. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely need the second goal. Cope Miners, there was good and bad there in that half, but my God, you can't keep getting shots just outside the area and sending them into orbit. I mean, good God, man, that's just shooting. What are we talking about here? Gotta ramp it up. What do we got? Charles says, I'm upset with Vega. His idiocy has cost us Gatti. For me, he has done nothing since he arrived. A lot to prove. For all the Nico haters out there, how do y'all like him now? LOL. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's it's tough. If Vega sits back on that play against Pinamonti, you're caught between two minds. It's a 50-50 because everybody else is pressing high up the pitch, which we like. Well, for every action, there's going to be an equal or opposite reaction. And the truth of that is that, yeah, you're going to have times where there's space countering you and going at you. I'm always going to be on the side of applying pressure there and not backing off that player and letting him run at us or risking more players get involved. In the end, yeah, it's shitty to lose Gatti there, but it is what it is. I think overall, I don't actually mind Vega at all, and I've had no problems with him. I think we continue to watch and see. I mean, the devil's always going to be in the details, so I'm not going to make some call on whether or not how Juve needs to act in the situation. As far as Nico goes, it's better because the rest was so bad from him when we were seeing him as a winger, especially a left winger. So let's see it continue. Yeah, he's kind of surprised me there at that role, but it's one half a play. So let's see. Mitch, with the question of how can we get Cope Miners going? I think he's just got to... I mean, you see Locatelli immediately when he takes that brutal hit, like just be like, shake it off. Don't worry about it. Keep going. It's in his head. It happens so much through this season where he was force-fed to us and out of position, all this nonsense that it got to a point where it's just complete. Now it's taken its mental toll and everything is under a microscope. Normally a guy gets a shot wrong. It shouldn't be to the thing that it feels like is around Cope Miners, to where he has to kneel down about, to where he's flipping out about it, because it's here now. And he's shown us that with his reaction. So you've got to find a way to put this guy at ease. You need to find a way to put this guy at ease. He needs to get a goal, but I think you just got to let the guy understand that it ain't all on him. Like, he's just got to find a way to just erase what the hell has happened up until now. It's fresh slate. Okay, that's your first shot attempt in the fresh slate. Forget about it. Don't dwell about it. That's your first shot for Juve. That's how you need to act. This is day one at Juve. You get an opportunity to wipe the slate clean and rewrite the story. It's up to him if he does it. But I think this setup, I think how it's working out will actually help him, because we talked about the flank and that involvement, how much it's going to help him. And it was very active, especially with Nico Gonzalez there. So it keeps Cope Miners in areas where he can cause some damage. So again, it's just up to him now. I think he'll get his moments and his situations. He's just got to figure it out. He's got to figure it out now. Does Chico fit into this system? And if so, as right mid, right wing back, or right forward where Coop is? I believe... So, if you're watching how this is playing out, it's almost like the outsides become extra fullbacks and help the defensive line as the ball switches flanks, right? He could maybe do it if Nico Gonzalez does it as that wing back. So Chico could probably do it the same, but I'm going to be quite honest. I'd play him in one of those more advanced roles. The guy is so pacey, and if we want to play quick transition, if you want to play turnovers, and you want to be aggressive with the press like that, use Chico in that position. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. That's just me. That's just me. But it'll be very interesting to see what Tudor decides. And we're not far off from seeing some of Tudor's first substitutions. Obviously, he had to take Gatti out due to the injury. Kalulu stepping in, but let's see what he could do. Let's see what he can tweak and whatnot. But I'd like to see Chico in one of those positions advanced of the midfielders. Let's see. Mota was a bit special. That's one way to put it. That's one way to put it. You guys, I still love the clip. I just love the clip of everybody was tagging me and sending me Vlahovic and Gatti seeing the plane fly away, waving, and then all of a sudden, he had to go. He had to go. This was, I think, a massive, it's just going to be a massive lesson for Thiago Motta. I think he just came in guns blazing. He was way too aggressive with the locker room, and it's going to be hard. I talked about it on the pregame show. You'll never beat that brotherhood. As a manager, you'll never crack that brotherhood, that bond that is amongst the players. You can't do it. So trying to do it, it's just, you're not going to do it. You need to understand that you need them on your side. We get ready for the second half. Players entering the pitch. I'm ready. We still need a bunch of goals to catch up to my prediction. Does anybody want to modify their predictions? I got Keenan Yildiz right. Goal scorer. The Timmy sponsorship. Let's go. Alex Juve's going 3-0. Oh my goodness. We got kickoff quick for second half. Wasting no time, Rapuano. Madonna mia. Settle down. Friend rip on it here. Slane for Pinamonte. Little heel for Miretti. Running at Vega. What a step in by Vega. Locatelli, Nico, Kalulu knocking the ball about. Now settles for Locatelli. Quickly up for Co-Miners. Lovely touch into Yildiz. Bad pass. Trying to see, that needs to be over the top, bending around that defender so that Vlahovic can run onto it. Just simple decisions like that. Here's Zanoli coming back. He gets a cross in. Chested down by Kelly, but Pinamonte tries to come in and cut it off. Can't keep it in play. Goal kick. Di Gregorio set to take. What's going on? What is happening with my control tower here? Oh, a little touch there from Vlahovic, but Yildiz a little too delayed in attacking that one. Coney de Winter carrying this one forward for Genoa. Zanoli to his right, gonna actually play it to him. And he sees it out as we've got Yildiz down right at the half. He does get up now, trying to shake it off, holding his hip. Tudor feeling Yildiz's pain, holding his hip there. Looking for some calls there. Having some words with Rapuano there. McKennie takes a throw, and man, my God, can he chuck that thing? Nonchalantly goes all the way back to De Winter with some heat. Played forward here. Lloyd Kelly going to try to win the race against Zanoli. Actually earns a foul. Well done there by Lloyd Kelly. Sabelli's going to easily head this one back to Leali on the restart here. Tudor gets the yellow card. There we go. Impact from Tudor. Imagine him getting sent off in his debut. Has any coach ever done that? Have any of you ever seen a coach get sent off in his debut, coaching aside? That might be a good one to ask Chat GPT there. Lloyd Kelly push back. Massini pushing him back. And Kelly does very well turn the throw in there. Kenny set to take the throw in deep in Juve's territory. Goes all the way across with a bullet to Di Gregorio. Now in front of Kalulu. Now up forward for Nico Gonzalez. Oh, tries to send it through for Cope Miners. Just too slow, you guys. Just too slow. Ramping up that execution. Oh, Yildiz settles this one. Moves it forward. Now outside for Cope Miners. Yildiz is going to overlap. Now sent out to him. Here's the cross. And that's blocked out. And then Cope Miners way too easily dispossessed by Miretti. Oh, great step from Vega. Look at him saluting the crowd. That's a great challenge from Vega. Man, I like the aggression. I like the aggression he plays with. I like it. Frendrup settles a throw in. Back to Onana. Over for Coney De Winter. Has Sabelli ahead of him to the right. Ops out and Sabelli's pissed. Vasquez now to Miretti. Inside to Onana. Working against Thuram. Thuram forces him back. To Vasquez. Cope Miners watching him. Vlahovic leaning more towards De Winter, who now collects it. Over to Sabelli. Closed down by Yildiz. Good pressure there. Does go out over the end line. It's going to be a goal kick. Leali setting it up now for Genoa. Not to be mistaken for Boca with these kits. My God. $50 minutes, 43 seconds, 1-0 Juve. The goal from Kenan Yildiz. Launched out to the left. McKennie heads that, wins that. Oh, Vlahovic does well to get behind De Winter. Trying to turn his man. A lot of clenching and grabbing there. Does good to get the ball beyond, but didn't have the position to get around him. Vega now winning an aerial battle. McKennie pulling up to the outside. Zanoli with an awful ball there. It's cleaned up. Here's Yildiz winning it back. McKennie inside to Thuram. Too much from Kefren there. And now Vega steps up again. Cope Miners to the outside for Kalulu. We have space. Come on, attack it. Sent forward for Nico Gonzalez. Has Kalulu there. Back to him. Cross coming in. Terrible cross. Holy hell, guys. Come on. Sent over the top, and this is easily controlled. Weston McKennie's on it. Plays it inside for Locatelli. Slots it over for Lloyd Kelly. Now up forward for Yildiz, and Lloyd Kelly, gets going. Here's a cross, left-footed, and that's blocked. It's going to go out. It's going to be a throw-in for Juventus. I love the aggression from the outside center backs, right and left. Them getting involved. Oh my God, Yildiz just schooled him, but couldn't get the ball slipped through for Lloyd Kelly. Another clearance, this time from De Winter, and Juve again with a throw-in. Maintaining some pressure here. McKennie launches this one. It's going high up. Oh, lovely header in, but just can't land at Coat Minor. Pinamonti drops it back. Backed into Pinamonti. Closed down by McKennie and Yildiz. Genoa given no room to breathe. Excuse me. Out of nowhere. Onana launching this one. They can't keep it in play. This is going to be Juventus throw. McKennie. They had to wait to get that ball out of play. McKennie just nonchalant. Again, long throw down into the corner. Coat Minor's battling very well. He carries it out. Should be a corner kick to Juve. No, they're saying still in from Coney De Winter. And Lloyd Kelly cleans this one up, but only as far as Onana. Now he switches the field. Maturo on it. Trying to get this one forward, and he does connect. Now sent out to the flank. Zanoli making the move forward. Crossed inside, and Locatelli comes in to clean that one up. Heads it out. It's going to be a throw-in out to the right for Genoa. Genoa into Onana off the throw. Inside here. And Sabelli sends it in. Oh my God. The little touch from Pinamonti almost finds that back post. Scary, scary stuff there. Very, very close. My goodness. And that's what we talk about, is just, like I said, it could turn so quick. But just a simple moment like that, a simple sequence. Like, our cross delivery has been pathetic all year long. And that last sequence we had with Kalulu, that's a terrible, terrible cross. Nowhere near the caliber that we need. And I just can't make sense of it, how nobody on this team can seem to cross the ball effectively. From forwards to midfielders to defenders. Stepped in there. Friendrup leaves the foot dragging out. Actually clips Thuram. He gets a yellow card. And Juve restarts things. Locatelli to the outside right for Kalulu. Back to Locatelli. Now sent forward on the one touch for Vlahovic. Trying to shield off here. He's looking for calls. He's not happy with the treatment from Coney De Winter. And I got to be quite honest here, man. It's time to sack up Vlahovic. Coney De Winter's starting to play you physical. Don't back up. Don't start lobbying for calls. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Tudor is on the pitch, barking. Love it. He's on the pitch, shouting right now. We got to get things going. Genoa has grown in possession. They did finish with the majority possession at 53% in the first half. Now, you've got Massini able to turn and face up to us. To Zanoli, back out for Sabelli. Here's Massini again. And now we get a foul. Late call here from Rapuano. Let's see what we got here. We got Miretti lining up a free kick from probably about 24 yards out, but just to the outside right of the area. Miretti set to take here. It's 56 minutes, 50 seconds. It's 1-0 Juventus. This isn't a good spot. Here's the delivery from Miretti. It's a good one, headed by Vasquez, but it's well over Di Gregorio's goal. Juve's got to pick it up, pick up the tempo. We got to get things going. Little bit slow here. Still controlled, like still doesn't feel like anything crazy, but we got to dial some stuff up here. Sending it again forward for Vlahovic. He's battling again with De Winter. A lot of grabbing there. Here's Yildiz working against two. Skins him. Nutmegs the first guy. Over to Vlahovic. And he absolutely flubs it. Oh my goodness. Hits that with his girlfriend's purse, and we're still at 1-0, everybody. Leali now launches this one. Kalulu gets engaged here. Massini keeps it in. Onana now on it. Battled from Colt Miners there. But Genoa still comes away with it. Sabelli here to Frendrup. Forward, one touch back by Miretti to Sabelli. And now Sabelli tries to go over the top, but too far for Miretti. He was getting closed down by Locatelli and Lloyd Kelly. And Juve back in possession. Now Locatelli sprays it out to the outside right for Kalulu. Pinamonti drops back to protect him. Vega to Locatelli. To the outside for McKennie. Dropped back for Lloyd Kelly. Lloyd Kelly down the line trying to find Vlahovic. That's a great ball, actually. Slides through Coney De Winter. They got themselves a little bit of a battle going on there. Man, Yildiz Megs, the first guy, finds him on the carpet to Vlahovic, but he, oh my God, doesn't connect at the right time, and it actually hits his plant foot before he actually hits it. Oh, hey-yo, Tuna coming in here. Hey-yo, easy boy, easy boy. Like my pops Gio used to say, easy boy. Where do you go with no shoes? Ma, where are you gonna go with no shoes? Easy boy. I used to love that. When I was young and playing, and he would talk the smack for me off the sidelines if I was clamping down on a player defensively. He used to say that to get the other team going. Where are you going with no shoes? Where are you going with no shoes? And I would just feed off that gold. Absolute gold. Papa Gio. Papa Gio, the classic Calabrese parenting. Oh, yeah. See, boy. Where are you going, no shoes? Vasquez back to Leali. Launching this one forward for Pinamonti, and Vega again just pressing Pinamonti back. Yildiz in the middle here to Kefren Turam. Little bit quiet from Turam today. Oh, McKennie doing battle here. Does earn the throw in as Zanoli had to step in there. Kenny grabbing a fresh ball, ready to take a long throw. Feints a short one. Locatelli drops back. And McKennie launches this one. Heading Keenan Yildiz way. Headed across goal. Motoro actually clears this one out. Nobody there at back post to pound that home for Juve. Kalulu back to Vega, over to Locatelli, easily slotted ahead for Kelly. His touch gives it up. Zanoli now. And Kelly comes back and closes down. Now Massini. Oh, and Locatelli blocks the cross in from Massini, but it actually goes out for a corner kick to Genoa. McKennie Had a long throw. Vlahovic heads it across goal. Just couldn't connect with anybody. That's a good play off a set piece there. And I mean, the fact that we can make a throw in a set piece, it just speaks to McKennie's throwing quality. Here's Miretti on the corner. Here it is. Swung out, headed out by Vega. Friendrup headed back in. Vega again heads it out. Vlahovic steps in. And now they swing it out to the outside. Miretti. Being watched by Locatelli. Played in. Little 1-2. Back to Miretti. Tried to squeeze it through there, but it's cut out. Now Vlahovic doing battle with Friendrup. Like, referee, man. The grabbing is insane, man. He calls this one, but literally, it's been brutal the entire time. Like, look at it. Hands on the chest. It's a disaster. Disaster. Zanoli ends up coming out for Genoa. And it's Venturino. Locatelli now tries to put that one through. Venturino has to step in immediately. Vlahovic working against Friendrup. Coney de Winter comes in. Nico steps in and wins it, but his touch puts it right to Friendrup. And Genoa regains possession. Moretti's come all the way back to collect and help build. Vasquez on it. Right at the top of his 18 in the semicircle. To the outside now, left for Coney de Winter. He's pushed back to Leali. Vlahovic there, forcing him to go route one. Lloyd Kelly steps up, heads this one back. Gonzalez can't win that aerial battle against Onana. Kelly with a questionable decision to try and head that one. That was close to the ground, but comes away with it. McKennie being pushed back to Lloyd Kelly now. To Yildiz, back to McKennie. And McKennie now switches field to Kalulu on the right side. Nico should have made that run into that top corner space. Very, very slow. Very, very slow. Vega on it now. Now Vega trying to go over the top and to the outside for Yildiz, and he misses it. Goes out for a throw-in. Very, very wasteful. Very, very wasteful possession. Not a lot of ideas, like, whatsoever. Not a lot of ideas whatsoever. Headed forward by Friendrup. Cut out. But this time clips a Genoa player, and it's actually going to be a Juventus throw. Cole Miners trying to settle this one. He does for Yildiz. Comes back to him, being watched by Coney de Winter. Little heel into Thuram, but Thuram just couldn't connect. Good battle from Cole Miners, though. Tries to hit McKennie with it. They try to get away with it, Venturino, but Lloyd Kelly handles that one nicely. Slip forward. Little pass ahead by Thuram. Now out for Cole Miners. Flip forward for Yildiz, but de Winter's going to win that battle. But Yildiz just smartly keeping him pinned back. That's fine. That's fine there. Only as far as Kefren Thuram. Oh yeah, Luca's got to step in, but he steps in with a slide when we could still move forward with the ball. Chico Conceição set to come in, and I'm looking forward to seeing this guy. And it's actually going to be Cope Miners that comes out for Chico Conceição, so anybody wondering where he goes, we're about to find out. Here comes Chico Conceição. Cope Miners coming out, Chico on. But will he move Nico Gonzalez into that other forward spot and move Chico to the outside? I don't expect it. I think Chico will be up top. And there he is. He will play as one of the other advanced positions coming off the right side. Ooh, Yildiz. Bad touch there. Venturino gets to it. Massini ends up bouncing it off McKennie and Yildiz to win the throw-in for Genoa. Onana now sliding it over to Vasquez. Inside for Friendrup. Back to Vasquez. Pressure coming lightly from Chico Conceição. Now to de Winter, being watched by Vlahovic. Forced all the way back to Leali. So a good job in that sense all game from Juve, pushing Genoa to the outsides. Oh, lovely cleanup here from Kalulu inside to Yildiz. The passing doesn't allow us to open the game up. We're passing behind guys. Like, Doesn't give a guy an opportunity to play direct because the passing quality is so low. Here's Locatelli sending this one ahead for Nico. Leali way out. Holy. Ali calls a foul on Nico, and it takes away the deep throw-in. Left his foot out there and tripped him. Is Balotelli even still at Genoa? I thought he left. Him and Vieira have issues that date back a long time ago. And it was hilarious because, like, they literally brought in Balotelli and then they fire the coach. And the second Vieira comes in, I'm like, well, that's pretty much it for Balotelli. Everybody knew it's just a matter of time. Balotelli it frustrates the hell out of me because if that guy had his head screwed on right, he's the striker we've been lacking for so many years at the Azzurri. Guy is just, he's tremendous. He could change a game instantly. He was a game breaker. Frendrup flips this one forward. Locatelli cuts it out. Oh, Vlahovic, come on, ref. Are you serious? Enough's enough, man. Like, he's turning around, ready to attack that ball, man. The grabbing's been enough. Like, you haven't even sent a warning, man. You haven't even sent a warning or said a word to De Winter. At some point, you gotta do something, ref. Like, it's actually disgusting. Di Gregorio launching this one. Yildiz trying to get up for it. Can't win that one against Sabelli. Flip forward. Back heel from Pinamonti. Miretti now sends it to the outside. But we actually got a call for offside. And it's going to be stopped dead. And Juve will be able to restart. Malinovsky getting ready to come on. That mutt. He'll be welcomed onto the pitch with a huge day. Vega sends it forward for Yildiz. Goes back to Thuram. Up ahead for Chico, but he just can't settle. But we got a late foul on the challenge on Kenan Yildiz. It's been a physical game. It's been tight checking. We've held our own. I mean, we want more offensively, no doubt. But in terms of the organization and the structure, that's been a positive for sure. How many times under Motta did we bitch about the positioning and how lost we got at moments? Don't forget, like, this has been very, very organized. It's not like anything crazy that we've seen. We want to see a better fluid football, whatnot, but you cannot underestimate the organization for a team that has struggled at conceding goals for quite some time now. So it's quite a turnaround from that aspect. Oh, Vega trying to go again. A clench around the shoulder. Holy hell, man. I mean, I could defend in this. Here's Malinovsky running back at us, and Vega steps in again. Over to Chico. And there's a hack from Malinovsky as expected, and a yellow on his first challenge because he's a mutt. There. Vaffanculo. Gets beaten by Chico to the outside. And there you go. Vega back to Locatelli. Up ahead for Yildiz. To Thuram. To Kelly. To the outside here for McKennie. Inside for Kefren Turam. Lovely step there. Open the pitch up. There you go. Finds Vega. There you go. Nico, you got space ahead of you. Running at Muturo. Kalulu takes to the outside. Oh, it's on the carpet and De Winter blocks the low cross out. It's going to be corner kick for Juventus. Again, just the crossing, the quality. Like, we don't give our guys opportunities. Like, everybody's back post there. So a low hard cross, what are the odds? You know, like, we got to be sharper on that. Nonetheless, 72 minutes, 20 seconds. Corner coming up here for Juventus. Come on. We got Conceição and Yildiz over it. Conceição calls Yildiz away. Yildiz stays short. Now he starts to drift away. Chico will send it in. See if we can get ahead to this. Conceição, it's swinging at the spot for Kalulu and parried away by Leali. And they can't keep it in. It's another corner. No, they're calling throw in. They're saying he did save it from being a corner kick. Not enough power on that one as that one drifted away to the spot in terms of Conceição's cross. Did force a parry there. Come on. What up, Dan? Great seeing you in here. Forza Juve, of course. Of course. Weston McKennie with another long throw coming up here. Vlahovic getting the double team from Sabelli and De Winter. This one easily into the hands of Leali. And he launches this one with a throw way out to the right flank, but they can't keep it in play. Venturino tried his best there. Nothing doing. McKennie's going to take the throw in. 73 minutes, 41 seconds, 1-0 Juventus. McKennie takes this. We still have another ball on the pitch, so it's going to be called down here. My guess is probably in another minute or so, we're going to get another change. He won with the striker. Vlahovic, little touch in there. Chico putting crazy pressure on with his pace. They do work it out to Sabelli. Here comes some more pressure. Thuram on Malinovsky. Locatelli just losing Massini for a bit. And in the end, it's off Yildiz. But good pressure there from Juve. Just not making it easy for them to work their way out. At all. Sabelli. Up ahead. Malinovsky being watched by Locatelli. Vasquez up ahead. Inside for Meretti. Foul there on Kalulu. Quick restart from Genoa. Sabelli on it now. Up ahead. Played forward. Quick 1-2s, but that's cleared out. But Malinovsky keeps it. Up to Venturino. Working against McKennie. Oh, McKennie with a lovely challenge and step. Oh, great fucking work there from McKennie. Forces the foul from Meretti there. And it looks like Meretti may have taken the worst out of that one. Tony Roast Beef says, give me Weah for Weston and Colo for Dushan. If we have enough left. We've only made 2 changes, so you got one more chance to make your changes. Oh, headed on by Vlahovic, but just too far for Chico. Great pressure there. Has it off of Maduro there. It's going to be a throw-in for Genoa, but it's back on their side of the halfway line. Frendrup has dropped back. No long options. Nothing really short. He's going to have to just probably have it up the line. No, he does find a little back heel there, but that's cut off by Locatelli. Now Vlahovic Battling with Vasquez. Played over across for Chico. Back for Kalulu. Locatelli wants it. Oh, lovely pass there. Keep it going. Up ahead for Yildiz. Slotted in, but it's weak and behind the run of Vlahovic. Not a bad sequence. A little bit better. A one-touch pass from Locatelli just makes things happen quicker. You got to be quicker. Into Yildiz. Back for Vega. Slides it over for Lloyd Kelly. He's got a little space ahead of him. He's running it. We've got a player down. Looks like Vlahovic maybe. But he's up now. Getting back into position. Thuram and Yildiz with an exchange. Over to Locatelli. Now to Kalulu. Over to Chico. Chico now running at Moretti. And now swings it out for Yildiz. Here's a cross going back post, and that's cleared out. The pressure will remain, though, as Nico applies pressure on Moretti. We win it in a good spot. Oh, that's a good ball across the face of goal. Nobody's running to it. Good low hard cross. Good low hard cross right across the face of goal from Locatelli, and absolutely nobody running onto it. What are we doing? Come on, you guys. The understanding is just still not there with these guys when it comes to the final third. Like, where are you crossing it? Like, he put a beautiful ball there. Who in that instance is not attacking goal? And why aren't you? Get some subs in if that's the case. We're at the 78th minute, 30 seconds. Get some damn subs in. Locatelli can't win this one against Malinovsky. He's running back at us. Great play by Nico Gonzalez, and then Locatelli cleans it up. Now over for Yildiz. Being pressed, goes back to McKennie. Now back for Lloyd Kelly. Locatelli drops all the way back to collect, and now tries to split the lines for Chico. That's a heavy foul. Heavy foul there from Coney de Winter. It's had a lot of liberties, ref. A lot of liberties this game for Coney. Moretti getting subbed off. Good showing from him. Very, very active. Very, very involved. We got Thorsby coming in for Genoa. Nico drops it back for Kalulu. That's cut off by Frendrup. He does actually find a way to get this thing forward. Thorsby all over the back of Nico. No foul given. Hilarious. Kalulu, pressure all over him. Into Thuram. Thuram carries out again. Wonderfully done. And wonderfully slotted over from Kefren Thuram to Lloyd Kelly. See, West, push that line, man. Get going. You're not gonna, like, how don't we understand that? Thuram, over to Yildiz. Back to Thuram. To Yildiz again with some quick exchanges. To McKennie. Played forward for Chico. The touch. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. It's gotta be better here. What the hell are we doing? You had space, too. Oh my goodness. We got Weah set to come on for Nico Gonzalez. 81st minute. And it doesn't, so it looks like he's going to go the full 90 with Dushan. As this represents the third change we've made, and that's final. Weah in, Nico Gonzalez out. That's it for substitutions for Juventus. 1-0, 81 minutes, 40 seconds through this one. Sabelli. That's a foul throw, by the way, in case anybody noticed. But I wouldn't expect Rapuanu to notice. Throw goes all the way to Vega. Vega launches it forward. That's cut off by Vasquez. Inside, and again, in a panic, play the ball forward, but it gets to Lloyd Kelly, who easily plays it back for Di Gregorio. Now flips it forward, trying to find Vlahovic. Coney de Winter cuts it out, and now Genoa trying to run back at us. Thorsby saves it, finds its way to Malinovsky. Malinovsky tees one up and easily swallowed up by Di Gregorio. Chico Conceição. Drop back. Oh, Kefren Thuram. In the end. Gets caught by Vasquez. Over to Venturino. Left-footed shot. It's blocked by Lloyd Kelly. It goes out for a corner kick. Not where you want to give the ball away, you guys. Come on. That's a cheap dispossession. Kefren Thuram not his best today. Some uncharacteristically bad giveaways. Coney de Winter with a header there wide of Di Gregorio's goal. Juve remains in the 1-0 lead. Launched up by Di Gregorio. Oh my goodness. Foul on the back of Yildiz. Stevie Wonder actually saw that one. Oh wait, it's not Stevie Wonder. It's Rapuanu. Wild. I actually think I got to give Stevie credit. He would have done a better job today. Locatelli over to Thuram, to Lloyd Kelly, and back to Di Gregorio. Now swung out to the right. Oh my God. Up, and Vlahovic just can't win that one down. Oh, Yildiz comes away with it. Skins his first man. Chico on the run. Oh my goodness. That's a great cross. To Luca. Oh, bullet stopped by Leali. And in the end, we get, what, an offside? Offside on Yildiz on the follow-up. Oh, my goodness. Shot right at him. That's off a long ball from Di Gregorio, so no build-up from the team side of things. Just him launching one up and then us winning some battles. Oh, bad touch there by Yildiz. Swallowed up by Sabelli. Into Malinovsky. But no options. Juve's done a fantastic job of at least holding Genoa to the perimeter. The only time they've gotten anything outside of that is from like a giveaway on our part. But otherwise, defensively, structurally, we've been solid. I'll give them that. But in terms of creation, we still need a lot of work. A lot of work in just how we're going to approach creating chances. Vega headed forward for Vlahovic. He's doing battle. It's just touch isn't for him. Oh, and we just a little too far ahead. Oh, flicked on. Lloyd Kelly shields off the attackers so Di Gregorio can collect. Di Gregorio giving props to Lloyd Kelly. Lloyd Kelly's good game. Good game from him. Vega. He's had to be sharp because Vega's been very aggressive. Oh, McKennie pops it over the top for Yildiz. There's space there. Can we find a sealer? Crossed in, and that's cleared out by Vasquez. Only as far as Chico Conceição. We easily control, play it out to Kalulu. 87 minutes. Weah's on it now. Over to Locatelli. We've slowed right down. Probably, oh, great turn there. Chico running at them. Oh, and then losing it right at the top of the 18. Massini tries to get his way out, and that's going to be a yellow for Weah, as Weah had to grab him and rip him down there. Gotta do what you gotta do. Sabelli moving forward. And then Yildiz did cut that one off, but then stopped. Genoa retains Malinovsky inside. Back to the outside for Sabelli. Into the middle of the pitch. Frendrup. Back to Sabelli. Into Frendrup. To the outside. Massini. Back for Sabelli. And he launches this one. Tries to find his striker. That's headed away by Lloyd Kelly. Only as far as Vasquez. Into Malinovsky. Has Frendrup next to him. Oh, Vlahovic going 1v1 with Coney de Winter. Running back at him. Thuram's on the back side of it. Oh, he tried to turn. If the ball sat up for him there, he had Kefren Thuram all alone for a breakaway. But he had to deal with Malinovsky and Coney de Winter. Good step there from McKennie. Yildiz does very well here. Whoa, working Venturino. Making him look like a puppet there. Locatelli finds himself on it to the outside for Lloyd Kelly. Closing down to the 90th minute. We got one more minute here, and then we'll have a little bit of stoppage time. There has been some cards dished out, so you might get 3 minutes. Here's Kalulu carrying it forward. Drops it off for Weah. Chico Conceição inside. He collects. Now tries to send it through. Weah's going to be able to stop this one. And he lets it run, so it's Juve corner. Man, I really wanted that Locatelli screamer from the top of the 18. But right at the keeper, unfortunately. Corner kick here. Chico takes it short as expected to Weah. Back outside for Chico. To the top of the area for Locatelli. Back outside for Chico. They're killing time. And there's the 3 minute. Oh, here's a cross coming in. Back post. Oh, and Vega heads it but can't put it on goal. He's not happy about that one. Wants it back, thinks he should have put it on goal. That's a good cross, actually, from Chico. That's much better. Much better than what we've been seeing for cross attempts. This one sent ahead for Thorsby. Can't sell it, but Frendrup wins it. Over to Malinovsky, now inside for Sabelli. Or, excuse me, Massini. Massini carries forward, and Yildiz comes back to block. Everybody busting their ass defensively for the cause. Quick throw and Coney de Winter on it. Over to Sabelli. And he's going to launch this one. Going to the back post. Kalulu gets up there and wins that one. Up ahead for Chico. Can Chico win this battle? Oh, he gets away from everybody. Just couldn't turn. We had a full open run there by Weah. Venturino now launching this one back post again, and this one might have grazed the head. No, Rapuano says no touch on Kalulu there. This is going to be goal kick to Juventus. Di Gregorio taking his time. 91 minutes, 37 seconds. Tudor making some shouts. Wants everybody compact, it looks like. Everybody compact. And there you go. Di Gregorio smashes this one out towards the left flank. And there's McKennie with a flick on. It goes out. It's going to be Genoa throw. Tudor marking where the throw-in should be from as they run ahead of his training area. Sabelli takes it. That's, again, you guys, I don't know if you know the rules, but he's borderline on him with the throw-ins. Your hands have to follow through. It's pathetic to watch this crap. Sabelli, launch in, stopped by Thorsby. Trying to find his way out. Malinowski trying to set up a shot. Oh, Kefren, Taram, and now he's off. Oh, Kefren. He's on his horse. Kefren trying to turn towards goal. Oh, my God. You're leading yourself too far. On the carpet. Oh, my God, Leali. What a save. Oh, my God. That should have wrapped up the game. We got 20 seconds. Thorsby opening up, trying to see if Genoa could create a chance. Coney de Winter now. That was it to seal it. My God, we suck at scoring goals. We suck at scoring goals. Full time, though, everybody. It's over. Kefren Taram hits the deck. My God. Kefren Taram, they're showing the replay right now. I got to go over this one, okay? Like, my God, he does everything right. He just drives this thing, hits the top of the area. This ball right across goal, and Weah steps into it. He's got an absolute rocket of a shot, but geez, right towards the alley. That's a big save too, though. Still hard to stop. Almost still squeaked through him. Ma che fortuna. Che fortuna, all right? Look, all I'm going to say is job done, okay? Job done. 1-0 victory, clean sheet, 3 points. It wasn't pretty from an attacking standpoint whatsoever. But I respect a team that has struggled for structure and organization and have major positional issues. I respect the structure and the discipline we showed on the defensive side of things. I'm going to take that as a big positive. But yes, in terms of offensive work and output, we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do in getting these guys to click up at the top. And again, that portion is a continuation from all this season. We've looked like we've had little to no chemistry up at the top. And that is going to be a major, major struggle. But as far as just the simple change has brought organization, positionally, and structure. I respect that, okay? I respect that. Okay? 1-0. Cortomuso, old habits, die hard, okay? So, taking us back to the UAA, but to be honest, we'll go through the numbers. It wasn't really in jeopardy, okay? It finishes with pretty much an even split in terms of possession. 51% in favor of Genoa, okay? 3 big chances created by Juve. We gave Genoa 0, okay? Both teams, 9 attempts. It was tight checking. It was tight for space. There was battles all over the place between Pinamonte and Vega to De Winter and Vlahovic. Yildiz was getting double teamed quite often. It was tight for space there. We're going to have to work on offensively, but defensively, we gave Genoa absolutely nothing outside of some of our errors. We do need to get better in terms of bringing turnovers down. But honestly, I'm going to take the positives out of this, okay? A full 90 minutes clicked on, okay? No lapses. No sporadic complete drop-offs. I don't care who you're playing. The list runs long of teams that are weak, that we should be crushing, that we weren't this season, and dropping points. This was a full 92 minutes switched on. And that I appreciate, okay? I appreciate that. So those are my 2 positives from this one. Structure, organization, positionally, strong defensively, gave them nothing, and switched on for 90 minutes. Okay? And I think we got to leave it at that. Man of the match. Who's everybody picking for man of the match? I'll give you the ratings here. Okay? You've got Di Gregorio at 7.6. Gatti at 7.6, who obviously was substituted out for Kalulu, who came in on a 6.9. You have Vega at 7.1. I thought he was strong today. Thought he had a really good shift. Kelly, I thought Kelly was good. 7.2. Nico Gonzalez, 7.1. Locatelli, 7. Thuram, 7.2. McKennie at a 7. Cope Miners, 6.9. Yildiz at an 8. Vlahovic at a 6.9. Man, we got a lot of Yildiz. Goal scorer. Winning goal. Yildiz. Easy pick, Yildiz. Frank, Yildiz. Trey, Yildiz. Luca, Vega, or Yildiz. I'd have to agree. Yildiz or Kefren from Mitch. Dels, the match winner. Yildiz. Yildiz, Vega, Kelly, top 3. I'd have to throw Luca in the mix. Good shift from Luca. Man of the match, definitely Yildiz. Alex, you made the pink kit. Hey, I told you I'd do it. That's 2 wins on the trot now for this kit. I'm going to keep it rolling. We might have to keep this rolling, everybody. Yildiz. Frank adds Thuram. Yeah. Nico getting a shout. Nico or Yildiz. Yildiz or Gonzalez. Kelly was great. He was great today. With Vega playing as aggressive as he had to, Lloyd Kelly put in a good shift. A really good shift. Yeah. Nico, Yildiz, and Locatelli. Yeah. Those are pretty much... So Vega, 7.1. Kelly got 7.2. Yildiz with an 8. I'd have to give it to Yildiz. Ultimately, he found the goal that breaks the deadlock, that sees us win the game. Yeah, credit to all those guys. Igor Tudor's got work to do, okay, when it comes to the offense. But let's go. Bucci gives me the man of the match. Love it. Absolutely love it, brother. Now, let's get to Storm the Barn. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Can we start a petition for Vega to get rid of his mustache? I wouldn't let anyone with that mustache within 100 feet of a school. You know what? You can't change the man, though. And when you have a stash as powerful as that one, and he puts in a performance like he did today, which was solid, one in contention for man of the match, you cannot risk changing the man. If anything, it needs to be thicker. Forza Juve. So I'd go hashtag keep the duster. Keep the duster. The stash is stashing. Yeah, we can't get rid of it. Can't get rid of it. Brilliant effort from the lads. Very little conceded to Genoa. Absolutely. Absolutely. Switched on full 90. I don't think that can be brushed aside when you look at this team. I absolutely don't think it can be brushed aside. That's been a major problem all season long. Do you agree with Dusan last 15 minutes was burnt out? Kola would have been a good sub. I think ultimately I would have made that sub. I think the battle between De Winter and him, he got the short end of the stick on some of those moments, and I think it was taking its toll. And physically, he was battling hard all game. That first goal, he takes Vasquez right out of the play. I mean, battling for a ball that Yildiz pounces on, right, to run 1v1 against Kone De Winter. He worked hard. He did his part. Some of the shortcomings came out, but again, we stopped stretching the field as much as we did in the first half. It gave him less work to do, but he also had some moments where his touch really let him down. But touch let a lot of guys down. Thuram, Luca, like in outside of the area, these guys all kind of tripped up. Nico, Yildiz. It's got to be sharper and it's got to be quicker in the final third. And that just keeps lingering around this team. But I definitely would have made a sub for sure. When Weah came on, I think we should have changed striker as well. This is Juve. We don't play tiki-taka ball. And fuck me, it didn't look beautiful, but we won. Everyone on the pitch ran for a full 90 minutes, and we worked our asses off. And that's all you need. Yeah. I mean, ultimately, the win is what matters most, not how. Nobody's going to look at 3 points and go back to that game and be like, oh, but how did you win it? It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. It's 3 points. That's what they're going to look at, the points. How you did it doesn't matter. So when you come to this whole thing with Juve, as far as working their asses off, there does need to be evolution that takes place in the play, because you're going to run yourself dogged if you're playing like that in those types of grinds the entire way through. Like, there has to be some type of stuff that comes a little bit easier in terms of play. You can't just grind your way to every single goal you score. Crosses need to be better. We need to have a better understanding in that final third. Oftentimes, man, it's crazy. We're sending the ball short when everybody's back post, etc. We've seen it all. So they've got to still strengthen up there. But you're absolutely right. This is Juve. This is actually Tudor. Hard-nosed, okay? Hard-nosed, controlled aggression football. That's one game. That's exactly what he wants from all his teams. Defensive solidity and pressure when the ball is in the attacking final third. When they're on possession, out on either flank, it's boom. There's your press. Immediately try and win this ball back, create something. So that's as simple as it is. And to be honest, that's as simple as it needs to be for us for the remaining 8 games now. That's all it needs to be. Nothing crazy tactically, nothing insane. Get guys in positions that make sense and move forward. That's it. That's it. Okay? Now, Tudor hasn't had a bunch of time coming in and work with these guys, so I'm going to give patience, obviously, for the remaining 8 games. I'm not going to go too hard on him. He took a situation that nobody else would have jumped into. So let's just see how it plays out. Everybody, get the likes up. Let's go. Get those likes up. Let's see what we got here. Alberto, we needed Colomwani. He would have attacked those crosses, allowing Dusan to drop back. I would have been open to a 2-man front with one advanced mid behind them. But when you're already up 1-0, is it necessary? Not really, but maybe the start of the next game. You go with a 2-man front with one advanced out of the middle. Let's see. Let's see how he plays it. Let's see what kind of decisions Tudor's going to make. And by the way, Rev, when you send a Storm the Barn, it is not necessary to do so 6 times consecutively, okay? I will get to it. This is not my first rodeo, all right? You got a seasoned vet on your hands. Who do you wish should have been brought on that didn't play today? I would have liked to see Colomwani today, for sure. I'm going to be quite honest, too. I kind of want to see, now that we're playing this setup, Alberto Costa on the outside. I kind of want to see him rip from there, and I'm actually eager to see, with 3 center backs behind, I'm eager to see Weah as one of the outsides in that wingback role with a little bit more aggression going forward like we did. Those are 2 guys I'm curious to see with a little bit more aggression in getting forward and advanced. So, yeah, let's see. Alberto Costa and even Weah for me. I'd like to see these guys with that type of aggression and push forward. What I'm most thankful for today wasn't just the win, but the fact we didn't concede an extra time goal to Malinovsky. That guy is such a mutt. I tell you, I'm going to give him another one for good measure. There. How about Tudor Selly, man? Just turning and just the aggressive fist pumps. I love it. And we saw everybody there today. Hey, Lilian Thuram, Montero, everybody out to back their boy. Love to see it. All right? Love to see it. Now, keep it rolling. Pino, was that the best full 90 minutes with no let off into a defensive shell? I think it was definitely a solid 90-minute performance. And for the all of the games prior to this, how many full 90s did we play? 2? 2 maybe? 3? Less than a handful. That's a big positive. That's a big positive. And we had Giratina there live in person. First game for him. It's great to see a victory. Dominant but didn't kill it. Ref was god awful. He was terrible. He was terrible. Injury to Gatti. We'll have eyes on that one. Incredible experience. It's always incredible no matter what. Always, always incredible. Always incredible being there. No matter what goes down. Who was the best player in Genoa today? Do you think Miretti and Vinter played well? Would they qualify in today's Juve? Great question, Adam. Great question. Miretti was good. De Vinter was good too. I thought he got away with a lot, but he was good. Miretti, everything seemed to go through him and around him for them. He was working. He was very active. He did very well. I think he did very well. And as we talked about in the pregame show, when it comes to, De Vinter, I think it's good and gone. And to be honest, defensively, I think we're setting up pretty good. Like, if I'm Juve, I'm taking a real good look at trying to make Vega permanent. I'll be quite honest. I would love to see us retain him. If we're talking about Miretti, well, you've said goodbye to Fagioli. I would love for Fiorentina to just fall apart and we get this guy back, because we should have never said goodbye over Motta. You should have never said goodbye to guys that didn't make sense over Motta. That was my biggest issue with Giuntoli. Following suit, following lead too much, and just doing that. Miretti, it depends what happens. Okay? If it's going to prevent you from getting a guy that's got, way more experience or a better overall midfielder, then absolutely not. If he's coming in to be a depth option for Juve, and it's kind of like taking over for the Fagioli role that's missed, where it's going to be depth and rotation, then I'm okay with that too. It's all in the details. But I think Miretti, he's doing the right thing. He's gone to Genoa and he's played a lot better than he did the year prior. Obviously, you can't compare playing for Genoa to playing to Juventus, but that's how you get your shots. But will the story already been written for Miretti? Maybe. Let's see. I see us catching Atalanta. Thoughts? Look, if we can consistently put up solid 90-minute performances where we're switched on like that, it'll bode well for us. Okay? If you want to talk about the table, I'm just going to pull it up here. I am unconvinced of everybody. Okay, so Juve sit at 55 points. Bologna with a victory today as they defeated Venezia 1-0. They're going to remain 1 point above us at 56 points for that fourth spot. Atalanta's at 58. They have 1 game in hand. Napoli's at 61. They have 1 game in hand. Of course, Inter's at 64 with a game in hand. We can catch Atalanta. Atalanta and Bologna will have some drop-offs. Lazio saw a drop-off come late. Fiorentina, currently with a game in hand, is at 48 points outside of 6th spot, locked in by Lazio. I want Fiorentina to not be able to retain Fagioli. I'm going to be 100% honest, okay? For Lazio, Bologna, I'm not convinced. If we put in consistent, solid 90s, I think we'll be good. And if I had to bank on something, I mean, it's hard to really bank on anything because this is all new now. Everything that was consistent with the Juve up until this point, maybe it stays or maybe it isn't and it's completely new. Maybe we can consistently do this every single game for 90 minutes. We're only playing once a week. We should be able to do it, at least from the approach and the mindset. So I wouldn't bet against us catching Atalanta. I would not bet against us. They have still in their schedule, okay, Fiorentina, that they're going to play tomorrow. Then they'll face Lazio. Then it's Bologna. Then it's AC Milan. They still have Roma to face. Out of all the teams up there, they have the hardest schedule. So I'm definitely not going to bet against that happening. So they have the toughest schedule out of all those teams up there. Out of us, out of Napoli, out of Inter, the toughest goes to Atalanta. So I'm going to say that I agree with you, Mitch. I think we will. Brandon Caputo, I can't wait to see this setup with Cambiaso, and I liked Nico at wingback. What are your thoughts, Berto? Yeah, actually, Nico surprised me. I think he can definitely provide some service and assistance from that position. I was actually very, very surprised. Very, very surprised. We can continue with that. Cambiaso, I'm going to look forward to seeing Cambiaso in this. I will 100% agree. I think hopefully he's back for the match against Roma. That's what they're aiming for. And he's going to be able to do some damage, I think, with this aggression. The 3 CBs back there pushing those guys forward. Cambiaso's definitely going to be one to watch. And this could have been the answer to Adam Khan's previous question of what did he ask? Who do you think can be brought on? Who do you wish to see the most that wasn't brought on today? Cambiaso could have been the answer to that one. Obviously, he wasn't available, but somebody that you look forward to seeing in this setup. Could be him. Early thoughts going into the tough Roma match. It's going to be tight. It's going to be a tight game. They're not going to be guns blazing either. They're in really good form in 2025. Okay, really, really good form under Ranieri here, but they're going to be a little bit weary too. And now they got a little bit of a curveball. So the blueprint that was out there on Juve is kind of evaporated, and now it's a completely different beast that they only get one game to look at, us against Genoa. We gave Genoa nothing. We're going to do the same thing to them. We're going to force them to the outside. They're going to have to come up with answers. They do a lot of their damage through the middle. A lot of guys that interchange between Sule, Dybala, etc. Like, they're going to have to change things up. There's going to be a good battle up at the top with their striker, our defender. I like Vega in the heart. That was one thing I shouted when I gave my projected. I think it's going to be a good, tight battle. I think it's going to be a 50-50 too. That game could go either way. But if you give me this discipline, this structure, and that type of effort for 90 minutes, we're going to be in every single matchup. And as long as you're in it, you can win it. There you go. But everybody, get those likes up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Victory is all that matters, all right? Juve gets the job done. We're going to take a look real quick to see if there's any headlines that came out in the aftermath of this one. Let's take a quick peek here. Trying to get word on anything that's happened in the aftermath. It looks, I don't know. I'm trying to see if there's any news when it comes to Gatti, etc. Has anybody heard? I don't know. There might have been something that came out in the chat here. I haven't heard anything yet. So we do have an update on Gatti. Where is it here? Is it Albanese? No. Hold on. I'm trying to find it here. I thought Albanese put something out on Gatti. I could be mistaken. Who got the man of the match? I believe it was Yildiz who got it official. No, I thought there was news on Gatti. They're just saying, he's just symbolizing the injury, but I don't think anybody's got the details. He's definitely going to be... They're calling it just a knock right now, but I don't think they actually know the extent of the damage, so we won't know until tests are undergone. Yeah. So far, just some words coming from Thuram. I'm feeling good physically, even though after the last sprint I was dead. It was the first match with the new coach. Week by week, things will get better. Thuram, Tudor is a great coach. He brings a lot of intensity and wants me to be aggressive without the ball. I like his ideas. Hey, man. We're still at the honeymoon phase. The thing is, we're going to be at the honeymoon phase for the rest of the way. It's only 9 games. A win is a win. It's a scrappy one. I like the fight. I like the drive. Give me more of that, all right? And pink kit, I'm keeping it. That's 2 wins in a row. I can't change it, everybody. You got to do what you got to do. Listen, it's weekend time. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, you know what's up. We got the post-match. We'll look at everything, and we will get a report on Gatti tomorrow morning. You can bank on that. We'll go through that together, and then we'll start to paint the picture for the upcoming matches, all right? I got myself, we got Omer, and we got Severino, all right? All 3 of us will represent your panel for the post-match. I hope to see you all there. I thank you all for your continued support. Enjoyed this watch-along as I enjoy all of them. Keenan Yildiz, our winner today. We kick off Tudor's tenure with a victory, 1-0 against Genoa, giving them that enjoy your weekends, everybody. All right, hope you enjoyed the watch-along. As always, no matter what, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Ciao tutti. Take care, everybody.